Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to show you all the details of the all new Nissan Qashqai. So this is the third generation model. In front of us we have the Tekna Plus trim, so this is the top of the line trim. And let's start with some facts. So this is the all new model. It sits on the new platform, CMF-C platform, and that means the car is lighter but also stiffer, around 41% stiffer and around 60 kilos lighter. That is really impressive, and of course that means better driving characteristics. I will go for a point of view drive, so stay tuned for that as well. But now let's focus on the design. Now, as you can see on the front, we have a completely new face. We have the new lights. LED lights are now standard, and then the optional full LED matrix which you see here. We have also the V-Motion grille and the front camera, as well as the front badge with all the sensors. This car has the Pro Pilot, semi-autonomous driving, and really a lot of technology in this new generation model. We also have the fog lights here. Now the air inlets are actually real. You can see that right now. Sensors. The name of this beautiful color is the magnetic blue, and we have 11 colors available. You can also get the dual tone, which this car has. That means around 16 combinations in total, so really a lot to choose from. Let me show you the side profile. 4 meters 43 is the length, and the wheelbase has been increased. It is now 2 meters 66, around 20 millimeters longer than the predecessor. That means more room for the occupants. I will show you that as well. Let's focus on the wheels. They go from 17-inch up to 20-inch. So for the first time, Qashqai is available with 20-inch wheels that you see here. Let's check out the dimension of the tires here. 235 45 R20. We have the Continental winter contact tires. So the winter tires, obviously it is February, so yeah, the car is fitted with the winter tires. I do love the fact that we have this dual tone, the diamond cut finish, looking very nice. And there is one important thing about those wheels and the suspension, but just before that, let me show you this small detail. Looks very cool. Also, this is aluminum, so weight savings, and that's why the car is around 60 kilos lighter. So yeah, speaking about those wheels, if you go for the 20-inch wheels, you get the MULTILINK at the back. Now, if you go for the all-wheel drive versions, then they all have MULTILINK at the back. But if you go for the front-wheel drive, such as this one here that you see, then if you spec the 20-inch wheels, you would get the MULTILINK at the back. Now, moving on, design of the C-pillar is quite impressive. We have the floating roof feel. Look at this, because of that element. And the spoiler actually is pretty big for an SUV. And from the rear, also new design, but not that, different compared to the predecessor. So I think more changes are visible on the front and also in the interior, which I'll show you in a moment. If you want to open the trunk, you can do it by just pressing this. Of course, if you go for the electric tailgate. And this is the trunk space, around 480 liters. Of course, it depends on the trim and the options that you get, but yeah, it is around 480 liters, which is around 50 liters more than its predecessor. You also have the dual floor. You can do this, so your bags don't go all around the place. 12-volt power supply is here, hooks for your shopping bags. And of course, you can fold the seats and have even more room. So yeah, I think 10 out of 10 for practicality, if you ask me. And just a second, so let's see what's underneath this. Yeah, the spare tire is there. So just a second, I will do this. Yeah, definitely a spare tire. Okay. You can also close it by just pressing this, or you just press the button on the key, which I already showed you. Now, the design from the rear is actually very clean. So you see we have the nice bumper and no fake exhaust. So just the real one, which you see down there. Thumb up from me. Now this side, really nice looking car, especially in this spec. And now once again, with the lights on, indicators on the sides, and on the front the indicators are here where you see the daytime running LEDs. And now it is time to explore the interior of this model, which is, as I said, really changed compared to the predecessor, much more modern. And the materials, this is something that I really am surprised, because look at this, this is all in leather, really good. You also have this black finish, but it's not gloss black. You see those elements here and the lines. I think it's much more durable this way, so thumb up from me. Memory of the seats, and the door pocket is pretty big. You can fit a large bottle in here. These are the special seats with the massage on the Tekna Plus trim, and you also have, of course, the lumbar support. In front of the driver, the digital cockpit and the main touchscreen here. So without further ado, let me show you the car from driver's perspective. You start the car by pressing the start engine button, so let's do it. Comes to life, you have the cool animation on the new digital cockpit, and this is the layout. So in front of us, the 12.3-inch digital cockpit. This is the main touchscreen, the 9-inch screen. 8-inch would be the standard one. Once again, the materials, look at this, all in leather. Now the air vents are located underneath the screen, so they are lower compared to the positioning on the predecessor. The air control, the AC control actually, so classic switches, and then switch here for the temperature. Big thumb up for me, because this is really easy to use. We have the heated steering wheel on this model, as well as the heated seats, which you can turn on here. The wireless charger for your phone. Once again, this special black pattern, which I think really is nice and doesn't get scratches. So as you can see, this car has almost 20,000 kilometers, and yeah, there are no scratches. This is the gear selector. So this is the Xtronic CVT. There are two options, so either this or the manual. I will talk about the engines later on. Switch for the driving modes. This car has the Sport, Standard and Eco mode. If you go for the all-wheel drive, then you get some extra modes as well. The cup holders are here, but they are not adjustable. And here you see USB-C port, as well as the classic USB port. And let's do this. You can also get some additional room. And this is fixed, so stays in one position, and nice leather with stitching to go with the stitching on the seats, which have the massage. And let me actually show you that right now. So let's go to the menu, settings, and I believe we will find it here, seat settings. Now you see. Of course, you can adjust the intensity and the speed, and there are a few options. So relaxing, lumbar support, massage, relaxing and refreshing. Anyway, not gonna turn it on right now, but just wanted to show you that. The glove box, decent amount of room, quite nice pattern. Once again, hazard lights. And let's check out the infotainment system. So as I said, this is the 9-inch and 8-inch would be standard. Map, it's got the lovely 3D shape of the buildings here. So just a second, let me find something. There we go. Really looking gorgeous. And look at this, the buildings in the city center. I will actually go on a night point of view drive, and we will take a relaxing drive through the city. You will also see the navigation with the 3D shape of the buildings, and also the whole ambient of the car during the night. So stay tuned for that as well. Let's go back to the main menu. Now the map also has a bunch of settings. You can adjust the volume. You can also adjust, just a second, so the map settings, whether you want a 3D map or the standard map. You can also turn on some of the icons, for example, nightlife, healthcare, fast food. You can turn on a bunch of things depending on what you are interested in. And more settings, let's see this, map color, standard, you can emphasize roads, texts, traffic, let's put it to standard. Map text size can also be adjusted here. So yeah, you get it, a lot of options. Let's go back. You can also adjust these settings for the guidance, route preference, traffic info, and stuff like that. The settings for other options and things are here, such as the sound settings. This car has the Bose surround system, which you get with the Tekna Plus trim here in Croatia, and it's actually a very good sound system. And yeah, here you configure the things. Now you can also customize the home menu and put some widgets that you like or you prefer or you use them actually often. And Nissan Connect, you can also get the app for your phone. Camera, you can adjust the settings for the camera, so color, brightness, stuff like that. Speaking about the camera, there we go, you see the 360 view and also the rear view camera. Back to the main menu. This is second home screen, so yeah, a lot of customization here. And that's pretty much it. Of course, phone, you can connect it with either Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is the physical button for zooming in or zooming out, and then this is the volume knob. That's quite nice to have. And by pressing this, you switch to night mode for the map. Now here in front of us is very interesting driver display, so 12.3-inch digital cockpit. It is not standard, so you need to go for a higher trim, or maybe just order it separately on lower trim. And I would definitely recommend you to go for this screen because you have a lot of information here in front of you. As you can see, you can configure it out. You can also change the display view and have this very cool view. You see the revs. Let me actually do a little rev. So yeah, you get it. We have a nice view, and in the middle you can also get the navigation. So just a second, I will put the map, and now you need to put on the destination. Let's put this, for example. So okay, start route, and you see nice map view in front of you. If you change the display view, you get the classic dials and also this between the dials, and you also configure various things here in front of you, and the settings for a bunch of things. Personal display, you can adjust what you see here, so whether you want the trip or I don't know, navigation, time to destination, gear position, stuff like that. I will put the gear position. The head-up display, so you change all that with the buttons here. The head-up display is the 10.8-inch one, looking really good. Actually has a bunch of content. Here you see what you can see: navigation, driving aids, traffic sign, audio and telephone. And I will zoom in. You can adjust the brightness, height and stuff like that. And also when you turn on the Pro Pilot, then you get some additional information here in front of you. So those were the head-up display settings. Driver assistance, lane, you can adjust this, so whether you want the warning, intervention and emergency lane on or off. Also the sensitivity can be adjusted. In here, blind spot, warning, turn it on or off, and emergency brake, we have front and rear. We have those on. We also have the lighting, the mood lighting, and it is adjusted to maximum. You see it here. You will see it better during the night, so stay tuned for that, but it is only available in one color. So yeah, I would love to see other options as well, so other colors, but okay. And that's pretty much it when we talk about this driver display. Tell me in your comments, how do you like the layout here? Have the sun visors, and this car has the panoramic roof. Look at the lovely view here, and we can close it here. Now you see the mood lighting, but let's open it actually for more light. Speaking about lights, here we also have some lights. And now it is time to check out how much space I have at the back. So the wheelbase has been increased by 20 millimeters, which means we will have more room inside. But before we enter, let me show you this. Look at the angle of opening for the rear doors, 85 degrees. This is really something else, and I'm quite impressed by this. The nice leather is here, and let's jump on board. So there we go, no problems whatsoever. I still have some room. This is the view on the front. I'm 1.87 meters, and now let me show you how much space I have for my head. Okay, so look at this, still some room available. Have in mind that we have the panoramic roof on this one. I think without it we would have even more room compared to the predecessor, around 15 millimeters more headroom for this new generation. And as you can see, no problems whatsoever, even though I'm 1.87 meters. The occupants at the rear also have the air vents. They can use USB-C and classic USB port. Some storage area, and let's see the middle armrest. So here it is, and we do have the cup holders, but they are a bit shallow, so not sure if they will hold the drinks in one position. Time to see the engine, and you pull this. Just like that, and we do not have the hydraulic struts, so I'll be back with you in a moment. So we are looking at the 1.3 liter turbocharged mild hybrid engine producing 158 horsepower. It is paired with the Xtronic CVT transmission, and the power goes to front wheels. Now there are many options when we talk about this new Qashqai. So you can have the front wheel drive car or the all-wheel drive car. You can also get the manual or this CVT Xtronic. There are actually two mild hybrids, so you can get this 1.3 liter with 158 horsepower, or you have the base version, so the 1.3 liter with 140 horsepower, and then you configure what you want. What I need to tell you is that the all-wheel drive versions always come with the automatic transmission, so at least here in Croatia, but I believe that's the situation also on the global market, and that is on offer right now. But in the future there will be also an e-power version, and that one has the combination of electric motor and petrol engine. And it is interesting because the electric motor actually drives the wheels, and then the petrol engine generates electricity for the electric motor. So basically you have the electric motor doing the drive, and then petrol engine here to, you know, help it do that. I actually never tried something like that, so it will be interesting to try it. I hope that there will be also a test car, and that way I will be able to show you that one as well. But tell me in the comments, what would be your choice now? Would you go for the 140 horsepower or 158? And also, would you go for the front wheel drive or the all-wheel drive? And before we end this review, I turned on the lights, so it is a bit darker now, so you can see the LEDs and also the nice LED indicators. We also have them here on the mirrors, and let me show you from the rear as well. So really awesome design, and tell me in the comments how do you like it. And that is it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do subscribe in order to see the point of view drives that are coming, and that's it for now. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.